Hey everyone, welcome back to the RC News. This is episode 26. I try to do this every week. This week, I'm all over the place. Let's see what we got. In case you missed this last week, Axial has come out with a new crawler called the Arrma. It's a 1/8 scale crawler, so yeah, a lot bigger. It has the ASD system, so you can actually select which wheels drive, just like a full-size buggy. And yeah, a lot bigger. A lot of people requesting something similar to the SCX6. So yeah, they gave you this. Pretty cool. We'll see how this goes. There's no classes for it yet, so interesting to see how sales are going to go. But yeah, something different, something bigger, and it looks great. It's got lights above the wheels, servo on axles, just a nice looking buggy. So check this thing out. $579 retail. Comes in a couple different colors, green and red. Pretty cool. So if you picked one of these up and you were annoyed that you could not find many motors available, Associated has released a 15 size motor. $125. You can pre-order it now. Probably made by OS, I'm guessing. But yeah, pretty cool. That was the biggest gripe about it. Couldn't find motors. So they have answered your cries. There you go. Looks like Mugen is teasing the newest version of their touring car, the MTC3. It's been tested quite a bit over the past year, and just a refined version of the MTC2. I believe it's won a race in Europe already too, so pretty awesome. Always nice to see new stuff from Mugen. Speaking of Mugen, it looks like Adam Drake has picked up Thunder Alley Raceway. Rumor has it that it was, gonna go out of business, one of the oldest tracks in the States, and this guy swoops in and saves the day. So I'm not sure if they're gonna call it Drake Raceway, but him and Rhonda have picked it up, and that's pretty exciting. And Ryan Cavalieri, he is now under the Invisible Speed umbrella, going to be Miyako's first pro-level team driver. So, this dude's won a lot of races around the world over the years. Pretty awesome for Miyako and Invisible Speed. I'm sure JQ is stoked on this, and we'll see what comes of it. He's also under the One-Up umbrella racing Associated buggies. So pretty awesome to see Cavalieri out there in the wild still killing it. And it looks like Associated has come out with a new crawler under the Element brand. Like an FJ-esque style crawler, the CR12 platform, so a little smaller. Pretty nice. $200 RTR, definitely a excellent way to get into crawling, and you can actually comp with it too. It is actually able to run in Sorka class 1 and 2 rules right out of the box, it says here. So pretty good choice if you had a hobby shop around that was doing crawler comps, class 1 and 2, or a club, and you wanted to get into that. $200. A-Main has a couple new soldering irons. We showed you some soldering irons last week from A-Main and under the ProTech brand, and so we've got Eco Power now. It's just their sort of budget class. We've got a inexpensive adjustable one here at 70 watts, and then a station at 80 watts for a little more expensive. So pretty cool. If you need a new soldering iron, you're doing an order at A-Main, check this thing out. Looks like Arrma has released the updated version of the Big Rock, just a 2 or 3S basher. If you like doing backflips at the skate park, check this thing out. Pretty indestructible, not fully indestructible, but pretty indestructible. And for $349, it comes with the smart charging system. Great value from Arrma. You can't go wrong with any of their bashers, really. The Mojaves, any of them. Look at that teal-esque blue there. Pretty cool looking truck. Looks like a Ford style body, I'm gonna guess. Not licensed, but yeah, pretty nice little unit. If you're shopping around for some Roar approved motors, Team Powers has got their new Actinium, the V5 version. It comes in I think down to 4.5 all the way up to 25.5. So pretty nice motors from Team Powers. Just another choice. You're looking for something a little different, check them out. Pretty reasonable price too. Man, I am so intrigued by this Agama Buggy. The N110's been in development for a while. It looks like you can pre-order it now, available at the end of the first quarter. So what, late March maybe? Yeah, lay down shocks. That's Agama's thing. They try to develop all their platforms with lay down shocks, and I'd say they do a pretty good job of it. Kind of weirds you out a little bit, you know, because you don't see the shock towers, which is, you know, kind of part of an RC buggy. So pretty impressive though. Even the kind of that splatter design that they have on some of the components across the upper deck, it's got a nice look to it. It's so interesting. There it is there, that kind of splatter effect. Really nice looking shocks. I wish they had more representation in North America and in the States and in Canada, the 51st state, hopefully. But yeah, it's pretty cool looking buggy. I don't know, like you could order one if you lived in the States, but you'd have to do an order with a bunch of parts that you think you might have issues with, like arms, knuckles, all the normal stuff you would order if you were ordering a buggy in a new platform. So yeah, look at that thing. It's just such an odd look. The way the body continues at the back there without the shock towers. It's super low profile. I don't know, I love the way it looks. I'd love to get one. A little bit random here, but if you need a little bit of cringe, Dave B. Stevens here made a song, a parody of the Charlie Daniels band Devil Went Down to Georgia, but he made it about RC cars. So quite a bit of effort to go through to ruin a pretty badass song. First, I thought the movie Flying Cars was enough about the RC world. Such a weird movie. And now we've got parody songs. I don't know. Thanks for stopping by the RC News, everyone. This has been episode 26. I really appreciate everybody who checks out the news, checks out all my content. If you like my content, please subscribe. Just trying to grow the channel. And I appreciate everyone.